and welcome to Belmore Sports Ground as the Bulldogs set to take on the Knights in an epic clash. I'm your host, Tyrone Clay. With me in the box tonight is Eddie Oliver. Eddie, how are we?
Yeah, beautiful. Good evening, Tyrone here this evening. Belmore Sports Ground, home of the Bulldogs. They've got a lot of work to do. I'm here this evening up against the Knights, who made the grand final last season. They've had a bit of a lopsided season, but they're looking to get themselves back into that grand final qualify. That's what's been driving their whole season, the Knights. But they've got a big task up against their hands here this evening. The Bulldogs. It's going to be a very interesting contest. I'm very much looking forward to it.
I am also looking forward to it, and the Bulldogs have actually been performing really well in the last few weeks, just knocking off some good sides. They did knock off the Titans up there in the Gold Coast. I think it was last week, so it'll be very interesting to see how they come out here, as Bulldogs will get first hands on the ball and they'll look to try and put the pressure on early, hopefully, as Joseph Jackson will just go himself. Man, Joseph Jackson's been a really good player for them, hasn't he?
He's been one of the underdogs on this Bulldog side, Clay. You would have never thought that Moana would have moved himself to lock, but we all know where he got that little trick from there. Will Case provided a lot of interest and strategy into the new way that halves are looked at here in this comp. So Moana put himself to lock for this season. It took a while to get going. People doubted him in the first few games, but he's really found the forefront of how he wants to play his game, Moana. And Joseph Jackson, well, he's got one of the best mentors in Moana, but Noffel Gowie nearly gone off his first touch. But the Knights are going to start their set just over the halfway in the Bulldogs half.
Yeah, but they do make a knock on, though, in that process, just eliminating all chances that they had. And we'll go down to this, and we have the sideline, Sonny Tyre. And Sonny just, the Bulldogs fans are a little bit up here. Their team's going well, and they'll be looking to have another win on the board here.
Yeah, cheers, Tyrone. Yeah, we know it's a packed-out stadium here at Belmore, and the Bulldogs fans, they are rowdy, especially when they're winning. We've got a few Knights fans in attendance. They might need to watch out after the game. They might get mobbed around by these Bulldogs fans who are here to turn up. Both teams got a lot to play for when we talk about finals, and it just sets up a cracker game here tonight.
Yeah, as Bulldogs here are going to get close to the line. Won't get there, though, as it's going to be Hellier just putting up the bomb. And the Bulldogs are going to come up with it. TTM's going to step one. Can he go over? No, he's going to be put on his back. And the Knights will survive, and they'll play the ball near 10 metres out from their own line, Eddie.
Yeah, a very good defensive set there from the Knights. The Bulldogs putting them under pressure early, but very good desperation shown early, proving that they want to fight for this contest. They're not going to let away easy points like that. Pongston now is going to make him pay.
And he will make the pay. He's going to score. And just like that, from one end, the Bulldogs were looking like they were nearly going to score, to Tom Pongston running away and scoring up the other end. It's just what the SRL can provide. Just brilliant play from the Knights fullback. He's going to have to be the man, I reckon, to stand up for them. He almost did it last week. But however, if they are to win this game, he's going to need to take another gear at it.
You know, most definitely will. And a very good sight there, seeing both fullbacks neck and neck. Pongston just having the edge on him on that occasion. But I'm sure Tatera Maxwell is going to want to make up for that error there in defense. Just absolutely shut off and got burnt there by Pongston. The knee holding up. So those trips of Bali have paid off.
We cross down to Sunny. It's just a little bit quiet down there. Just obviously not expecting this start from the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, the Knights fans who've saved money buying family tickets in attendance tonight, they're certainly getting a bit rowdy now. The Knights have lost 3, if not 4, on the trot, and they really need to try and get themselves back into this season, into the finals picture, and a win tonight in Belmore would be huge. But the Bulldogs, their fans are just as loud, just as rowdy as well. They've been in a hot run of form lately, and they're here to turn up and support their team, see what they can do.
3, hands off. He's held there.
Yeah, as Knights will work it here. Oh, it's going to go to Pogston again, but Joseph Jackson
Brilliant tackle.
making sure he gets through a second time. Very impressive. As not going to get much further. Oh, the Bulldogs just working well in defence. They're going to hold them inside their own half. And it's going to have to be Butterfield just kicking it back. He does a decent job of it, getting basically to the 10-metre line. And Slugger just gets a strong return, but unfortunately can't get any further. As now we get to see Hodgson. He's been a really good player for this Dogs ever since coming back last season. He was, I think, one of the top 10, top 5 MVP getters, I believe. And he has, oh no, there's a penalty. That's just disappointing for the Knights.
Yeah, and that's not the first error that the Knights have had here so far this evening. They knocked the ball on in good field position on pretty much the second tackle. That was Alex Christie. This time a held and tackle penalty, so they're going to watch their discipline here. 2 more penalties, and I'm pretty sure the ref's going to want to have a chat to them, but the Bulldogs now, they're going to be on the attack just within the Knights' 30-metre zone.
Oh. As Kobe Johnston's going to be laid out by Christie, just brilliant players. Mobs will get them inside the red zone, 3rd tackle. Dogs try to work it. Kobe Johnston can't do anything. Knights so far doing all right. 4th tackle. And Helly's going to go back for Namina, and he'll be taken down inside the 10. And 5th and last, Helly's going to try and put up a bomb. Does so. Who's going to contest it? Oh, Nofale Gowie gets it. Great take, and it's going to be a 7-tackle set here for the Knights.
Yeah, Nofale Gowie, it's not the first time that he's come to save the day. He's made a few tackles, and that time he'll climb high above the Bulldogs' chasers to save a certain try. But now it's the Knights. They've got to work their way out of their own end. It's only first tackle. They're on their 30-metre line, so they've got a bit of work to do, but all it takes is just one pass, one little line break, and it'll go a long way to finding even more points.
As Nofale Gowie steps one, but can't get past anyone else, and he'll get to the halfway line, and it will be 3rd tackle here for the Knights. Oh, Nanai's just going to go straight through the massive hole, and he'll be taken down on the 20-metre line. Just a big run there, and he will be 4th now. Christie runs straight at Moana, but he won't be able to get through, and now Knights are going to be putting up an attacking kick. It's going to go Goku Simpson's tapping it back to Dom Pongston. Can he get to the line? Yes, he can. He's going to go over. And Dom Pongston's got himself an early double.
Yeah, an early double there for the captain, Dom Pongston. He can be anywhere on the field, anywhere at any time. You just, for some reason, he's just a man who always goes undetected. That blue mohawk that he's got on the top of his head there. You'd want to think that you'd be able to see him, but you can't. He's a stealth submarine in some cases. He just knows where to be at the right time, and the opposition's just never ready for it. Sonny Tyre, a very good start here from the Knights, who looked a bit rattled early.
Yeah, the travelling mob from Newcastle, they're loving it here, but they're not getting too carried away. They are severely outnumbered in one of the most hostile grounds in rugby league. But yeah, it's a great start for the Knights. We've spoken about their season and their hopes for the finals, and they're looking on so far. Dom Pongston certainly carrying the load on his shoulders early in this first half.
Yeah, he is, and Bulldogs just going to need to try and work their way back in this game. We've seen this so many times this season when the Knights get out to a strong lead, they normally try and maintain it and they hold on to it. So hopefully they can do something as Nanai will just take a big run off the kickoff, and you're going to work it up. Oh, Christie, he just goes straight through the middle. The Knights are just steamrolling through the Bulldogs so far. Diab gets the offload to Butterfield. Knights not afraid to throw it around. 3rd tackle. It's going to go out for Dom Pongston. He's going to step through. That looked damaging. That was looking promising. 4th tackle now for the Newcastle Knights. They're going to give it off to Butterfield. He'll be smashed by Namina, 5th and last. All the way for Matty Vaughan. Putting down the punt. It's going to go John Boy Mayava. Oh, Dom Thompson's there in defence, though, but when it was looking damaging for the Knights, the Bulldogs just respond with a great kick return.
Hell 2.
So we'll get to see the Bulldogs work it out here through Ruben Moggs. Third tackle now. Going to spread it all the way out to TTM. He goes straight through the line. But Thompson's there yet again in defence. Will be fourth tackle here for the Bulldogs. They're going to spread it to Kobe Johnston. He'll be taken down 10 metres out. Fifth and last. Going to go back for Daniel Hellier. He's going to put up another bomb here. And Joseph Jackson taps it back. TTM, will he go over? Yes, he will. And it's a repeat of the Knights' last try. And now both fullbacks are in.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate there for the Knights. You've got John Nanai there, who's straight in front of him, putting his body on the line. But then you've got the likes of Bo Sadler, which so much experience. You would have thought that he would have been able just to get behind him, wrap those legs up, and put the Bulldog superstar fullback on his back. But that wasn't the case there for the Knights. So definitely just shutting off for a second. Something that the Bulldogs will probably look to capitalize on further into the first half here. They're not looking to play the full 80 at the moment here, the Knights, and it's already come back to cost them.
Yeah, as Doggies close this lead down to 4 points, and Sonny, just a little bit of relief there from the Doggies fans, I reckon.
Yeah, they're making a bit of noise now. The Lebanese drums are banging, and they finally got their first points on the board here. But I'll tell you what, we've actually got a fan here as well with a sign that says, "Thank you, Ruben and John Boy," with the news coming out that both players will be moving on to take on captaincy roles next season with the Panthers and the Seagulls, respectively. So it's great stuff to see here from the Bulldogs faithful here tonight.
Yeah, it is, and Joseph Jackson, he'll just take it up. They're going to work it up over the 30-metre line now. It's going to go out to Johnny Columbus. He's going to go straight through. Brilliant run to get them out of their own end. Going to be third tackle now for the Bulldogs. Joseph Jackson going to take another run. He'll be taken down 35 metres out here on the fourth play. Oh, but they're going to knock the ball on. That was just disappointing from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you don't play in the middle for more than a season there. Moana just not running the right line, and he got a bit jumbled up with his teammate there. So there's definitely still a lot of practice when it comes towards the middle and what lines to run and what are the correct shapes to run, depending where you are on the field. So those combinations are still being built, they're still being formed, they're still being strengthened there for the Bulldogs. But if you get those right, watch out here.
Oh, no, it was Joseph Jackson. We've seen him do it so many times this season. He gets another intercept. He didn't run away, though, this time, unfortunately. For all the Doggies fans, and it will take it here, second tackle. And TTM is just going to go straight through the line. Brilliant run. Has to be taken down by Pongston. Over now, it's going to be Namina. He gets a lot of post-contact meters there on Coda Diab. Fourth tackle. Oh, they're going to spread it. Out to Slugger. Slugger can't step through. Going to be inside the red zone, though. Fifth and last now. Damien Moana puts up the bomb.
Too deep.
No, it's not too deep at all. Pongston stares, but I believe that's Filippo Gould coming on the field and making a very important tackle there as Diab straight through the line. And the Knights here, no! The Dogs have given away a penalty, and the Knights surely they could capitalize off this.
The Dogs' defensive line on the back foot, trying to slow down the play of the ball to get players back on side in line with the ref, but they just held on for a bit too long, milked it. The Knights player, they milked it so well to perfection to draw a penalty from the referee. As Band Dishwasher absolutely folds one. They're on the counter attack now here, the Knights.
He's held there. 2 on the kick.
Yeah, and it's going to be second play. Oh, they're going to go down the short side. Not for Legawi. He's down the wing. What a pass inside. Offload to Diab. Oh, that would have been a miraculous try for the Knights. Not to be, though, unfortunately, as it's going to be third play now. Butterfield takes it himself. He'll be held up over the line. But referee will be reviewing this and gonna go up as a no try. Yeah, he's definitely held on his back there.
Yeah, just held them up there. The Bulldogs, they've still got work to do, though.
Yes, they do, and Vaughan just takes it himself. It's going to be fifth and last now for the Knights. Goku Simpson's going to grubber it. Oh, and he's going to follow up with the great kick chase. Just individual brilliance there from Goku Simpson.
Yeah, the new sensation, having none of it here. He told the halves to get out of the way. If you want to run the ball on last tackle, I'll show you how to do your job. The man just absolutely took it into his own hands, grubbered, and then chased his own kick into the in goal to force a repeat set there for this side. That is as good as it gets. That's instinctive footy at its best.
As now we get to see Dustin Richards working towards the 20-metre line. It is only second tackle, though, so they will have a fair few opportunities as it's going to be spread here to Vaughan. Vaughan will drive. Good post-contact meters for the halfback.
Watch out.
It's going to go inside the Dom Pogston. Second one. Couldn't get past anyone else, so that was looking very dangerous. Fourth tackle. Vaughan, long ball to Goku Simpson. It's going to be called forward. Probably the right call there. Bulldogs get away with one.
Yeah, they most definitely do. Both sides are looking very promising, but at the moment they're not able to, hold momentum consistently for a long period of time to put their opposition under any sort of pressure. They get down there, they might make a few interesting plays, but nothing really comes of it. Sunny Ty, the game sort of quieting down, interchange players getting out on the field. This is really where you want your outside backs to sort of step up here because the middles, they're just not having that impact as the starting props.
Yeah, Eddie, both teams injecting fresh legs into the game. Jack Tedesco and Filippo Gould coming on for the Doggies. For the Knights, it's Ben Dishwasher and Rusty Shackelford, which will help bring a bit of punch through the middle from Newcastle. It's been a bit hot and cold for the Doggies fans here. They're starting to have glimpses of hope, and just like that, they turn it around. So it's been a bit ooh and ah here in the crowd, but it's been a great game so far.
Yeah, definitely. Dustin Richards will take the run there. And it's going to be second tackle, Pongston swallowed. Third tackle for the Knights, and Dustin Richards, he'll just drive to the 40-metre line. It's going to be fourth here. Oh, Sadler's going to go for dummy half. Probably not the right play there. Will be fifth and last now for the Knights. Great defensive set from the Bulldogs. And Butterfield just runs, but oh no. Probably got his assignment wrong. And definitely not where you want to give up the ball, Eddie.
No, it's not. You want to get your kick there. And unfortunately, there for the Knights, they weren't able to. Maybe this is what the Bulldogs were looking for. Instead of having to work their way out of their own 20-metre zone, they're going to get first opportunity with the ball. 6 tackle set inside of the Knights half. Let's see if they can get some plays going.
Hopefully, and it's going to be third tackle here for the Bulldogs. 25 metres out from the Knights line as Tedesco will get them inside the red zone. Not before it is fourth tackle. They're going to spread it. TTM passes it off to John Boy Mayava. And he is going to get close, gets the offload. Looking very dangerous. Fifth and last here for the Bulldogs. Damien Moana back in the pocket. Oh, he just stands still. And it'll be a handover here for the Knights.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an ooh or an ah coming out of the crowd's mouth after that one, but Damien Moana absolutely just not doing anything with it. Gets the ball. As a captain, you'd want to stand up and put that up into the air for a contest, but he decides just to hold on to it. He did slow down on his run, so I'm not sure if he pulled up a bit sore, maybe in a hamstring or something potentially, but something for Sonny definitely to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I just paid attention to the bench for the Bulldogs. Their trainer looking a bit concerned for Moana. Maybe the old legs starting to wear out a bit, playing through the middle.
As you'd know, Sonny.
But yeah, it's just what comes with it. And yeah, Moana's testing himself against staunch forward pack in the Knights, so I think he's starting to feel it a bit.
Ooh. And Slugger almost going straight through there. It's looking very dangerous as give it off to Hodgson. He'll be taken down. Second tackle. You're going to try a short side play. Kamene not going to get anywhere. Knights defense are here to play. Third tackle. Moana just runs it straight at Dishwasher. Fourth tackle. And Joseph Jacks are going to hold on to it. He's not going to do anything. Fifth and last. Here for the Bulldogs. And they'll just give it off to their captain, Moana. He'll just boot it down to the wing of Miko Rashford. We know what he could do. We know he's dangerous. We know he's dangerous. He's gone. Miko Rashford's going to go in underneath the sticks. And the Knights, they get back to try that the Bulldogs scored, and they're back out to an 8-point lead.
Yeah, Miko Rashford set the scene a few seasons ago, scoring a hat-trick against the Penrith Panthers in round 1 when he finally stood foot inside of the SRL, and especially the sheds at the Knights, and he's just improved leaps and bounds ever since. Dom Ponkston has been an amazing mentor for him, but also the competition with Hone King at the time before the Sharks got introduced into the competition. It was an amazing battle between those two wing spots, and the Knights elected to hold on to Miko Rashford as their primary number 5 winger, and he's just been rewarding them ever since after being provided that position.
Yeah, and the doggy is just getting a little bit nervous, just, I think, taken by a little bit of surprise of how well the Knights have come out here. Obviously, not on the greatest of form, but they're still playing really well, and got to try something here, the Dogs, to try and get back in this. It's going to go off for Dishwasher. And he'll just drive up to the 20-metre line. Strong run. First tackle now for the Newcastle Knights. It's going to go to Diab. But Diab, he'll be met front on there by Thomas Wallace. And he'll play the ball there. It's going to go out to Dustin Richards, but he won't get anywhere either. 30 metres out now, third tackle. Oh, Bo Sadler from dummy half. He gets a fair few metres, gets it inside Bulldogs territory, fourth tackle. Ooh. Butterfield, long ball out to Dishwasher, gets the offload inside for Sadler. Knights throwing the ball around a little bit. It's going to be fifth and last now, though. Slow play the ball. Back for Matty Vaughan. Down to John Boy Mayava. Oh, he's straight through. Gets past Pogson. He's away. He's going to go in underneath the post. The Doggies hit back with their vice-captain, John Boy Mayava.
Yeah, John Boy Mayava. He's so classy with how he, his work ethic and the way that he presents himself to the media and just how he acts on the field and off it. You would have thought with all of this noise going around, having to rebuild the club at the Panthers, with help from Aidan Lawrence, who will be taking on as his VC, he still had the time to put in love for the Bulldogs fans. In these final games, I'm sure that he's going to want to give it his complete all for this club, and I'm sure Moana and the rest of the leadership team at the Bulldogs are going to want to send John Boy and also Ruben Mobbs out with a premiership ring.
Yeah, but it could be a difficult task. You've obviously got many teams trying to fight for the exact same thing that the Bulldogs are. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. And the Knights here just really playing well, but down to Sonny Tyre, and just a little bit of relief yet again, just the vice captain going over, and they're going to be cheering here, you reckon, Sonny?
Oh, yeah, definitely Tyrone there. Cha-hooing here in the John Boy Mayava fan club. Few Samoan supporters in attendance as well. But he's really hit his strides this season, John Boy Mayava. He's stepped up in a lot of roles on and off the field. He's a vice-captain for Pacifica in the international tests last off-season. And he's, going to be Panthers captain next season. And he's just really I guess, finding his true peak here in the SRL. So it's great to see.
Get back, look at me.
Yeah, fourth tackle for the Dogs. Oh, out of dummy half, Thomas Wallace. He will gain 15 metres. Fifth and last now for the Bulldogs. Not long to go. Myava putting it down to Miko Rashford. Oh, but Johnny Columbus knew what he had to do. Did it perfectly. Man in front on in defence. Oh, but Pogsted's going to take a run. Oh, but TTM's there in defence. And the Bulldogs just got to hold him out here, you reckon, Eddie?
Yeah, they do. You got a minute to go now on the clock. Joey June's going to go straight through. This is very dangerous stuff here. They're playing with fire, the Bulldogs. They've got about another 40 seconds to hold on.
Yeah, and Diab getting closer and closer. Fourth tackle. Oh, they're going to spread it. Dustin Richards almost getting in the way. It does get in the way, but doesn't knock it on, thankfully. And the Knights are going to get one more play. It's going to go to Butterfield. Oh, he drops the ball. And that'll be half-time. Knights lead the Bulldogs 16 points to 12. As we welcome you back here to this second half, we're on Belmore. Knights are in front, 16 points to 12, but Eddie, the Bulldogs worked their way back into it towards the end of that first half.
Yeah, beautiful. Welcome back to everyone here for your third game on Monday Night Footy here on SRL TV. 3 rounds to go. The clock counts down for finals as the Knights are coming to look to continue the lead that they took into half-time. But, the Knights are really wanting just to get back to their game plan. They started off really well kicking for corners and making sure to chase down those kicks. Joey June now off to the races.
TTM gets there in defence, but not before. The Knights are already attacking the Bulldogs line. Second tackle. Dustin Richards will be taken down. They're going to be inside the 10. Third tackle. Diab just gets driven back. Fourth tackle here. Butterfield taking it himself, not getting there. 2 metres out. What a set for the Knights. Can they cap it all off? Joey June putting up the bomb. But Angie Slugger, great work from the Bulldogs winger to just take it and defuse it.
Yeah, the Bulldogs falling back into old habits starting off here the second half. They wanted to, Moana going into the sheds, really wanted to focus on making sure that they locked up that ball, because in that first half, the Knights were absolutely shell-shocked the Bulldogs with their offload. So they're wanting to lock up the ball, and whenever they do have the ball, respect it, retain possession, and build pressure instead of just trying to score every single play.
As we get to see Hodgson take the ball up. Fourth tackle inside the 30. Bulldogs might get a chance to do something here. And it's going to go out to Kobe Johnston, but he'll be met front on by Bo Sadler, and it's going to be fifth and last for the Bulldogs. Hellier back. Hellier putting up the bomb. Who's going to take it? Who's going to try and take it? Anderson has to grab it. And the Knights are going to get the ball here 10 metres out.
He's held there. 2 hands away.
It's going to go left-hand side, John Nanai.
3 hands off.
Third tackle here. They're not getting too far. It's going to go all the way out to Dustin Richards. Bulldogs working really well in defence. Fourth tackle. It's going to go back for John Nanai. Oh, he goes straight through. TTM gets through. That was a really good defensive set up until that play. Fifth and last. It's going to go back here for Butterfield, who will just kick it down to Slugger. But Slugger's met front on by the kicker himself, and Sonny just a little bit of an ooh-ah start to the second half.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it, Tyrone. Yeah, the crowd's certainly a bit on edge at the moment. It's been a battle between these two sides. The Bulldogs really want to come away with a win and try and surge into the picture for top 4. They're 6-4 at the moment. The Knights 5-5, and they want to try and, not only get their way into the top 8, but even try and
What
be
a
a late
kick.
surge into the top 4. And geez, just like that, I don't know what that was, but it's given Newcastle a good set of 6 to relieve pressure.
0 tackle.
Yeah, it has, and they're gonna have a 7 tackle set. Hell yeah, he booted it to Cronulla, and now we get to see Diab
1. Release.
and the Knights. First tackle, they're already inside Bulldogs half. They'll be looking to attack here as it goes to Richards, and he'll be driven. Second tackle. Gonna go out, Davo Nofalingawi splits the ball, gets the offload inside to Joey June. The Knights 15 metres out, third tackle. Butterfield swarmed. Fourth tackle. Gonna move it to the right-hand side. Joey June, long ball to Diab. And Diab's gonna drive for the line, but gonna be 2 metres out. Gonna be 5th and last. They're gonna try something here, the Knights. Butterfield just takes the run, but Butterfield will be held up. Bulldogs will get the ball 10 metres out. Oh, and Kobe Johnston working his way up beautifully. First tackle here. Gonna spread it. Hell yeah, out to Taylor Maxwell. He'll be taken down, but he did almost look like going straight through. Second tackle. And it goes off for Hodgson. Hodgson over halfway now. Third tackle here. Moana, he's going to go straight through. He almost gets past Hogston. Going to be 4th tackle here for the Doggies. They're going to try and spread it. No, hell yeah, just drops the ball. And the Knights are going to have a full set here to try something.
Yeah, they will, and they're going to want to try. Very good opportunity given to them. Just forcing their hand there, the Bulldogs, a little bit too much. They still had plenty of time to work, but as we are watching the game fly by across our eyes, a little bit of a preview to tomorrow, Tuesday. It's going to be 2 very old mates, Matty Harris and Casey Kay, taking up each other. They'll be the Roosters and the Seagulls. Straight after that, Sunny Ties Sharks up against one of the teams fighting for contention for that mighty premiership, the Cowboys. So Monkey up against Tyre. He's going to be crapping his pants for that one. But until then, we've got an amazing game in front of us. I'll hand it back over to you, Tyrone.
Thank you, Eddie. And been a bit back and forth so far in this second half. As Goose Willis, he won't get anywhere, and it will be second tackle. Ball is going to go to TTM. He's going to step through. Maybe that's the run they need. TTM gets to Butterfield. Not before they get over into Knights territory. And Joseph Jackson throwing the Harbour Bridge ball. Hell yeah, throws a dummy, but he throws an intercept. He probably should have dummied that one instead of the first one. And now the Knights are going to get the ball here 30 metres out, Eddie.
It's not the first time tonight that the Bulldogs have thrown away very good ball and good field position. You know, that was probably only 4th or 3rd tackle there for them. So they still would have had plenty of opportunities up this leaf to try and find points. And that's what they're doing at the moment, Clay. The Bulldogs are chasing points. These errors, they're going to come if you're risking your hand constantly play to play. Ponkston now straight through.
Yeah, that was a good ball to Dom Ponkston. 4th tackle now for the Knights. Vaughan's just going to have to... No, it's Bashagalupi, sorry. Just has to take the run. Going to be 5th and last now. Vaughan gives it off to Butterfield. He'll kick it down to Slugger. And Slugger's going to go straight through. Hogston manages to wrap him up. Oh, getting in the way. It's not a call to knock on. It's going to be second tackle here for the Bulldogs. Off for Hodgson. Hodgson being driven back. The Knights want to authoritise themselves in this game, but Namina has to take the run. He gets in the way. Not what they would have wanted, and now Joseph Jackson will go for the 40-20. It's a pretty good kick. Is it going to bounce? No. Hogston's going to stay in as well. Great play from the Knights fullback there.
Yeah, great play from Dong Ponkston, but you don't want to dwindle the efforts there of Joseph Jackson. That was an amazing kick there for a 40-20. I haven't seen anybody else in the halves or any sort of playmaker on the field there for the Bulldogs try and turn this around. They're not getting what they want when it comes with the ball, so he decided to put it on the boot to see what that would do. Nearly got it there. I wouldn't go away from that. Keep looking to the boot first, because that's probably going to be the way to turn the tide of the momentum here into your favor.
Yeah, as Joey G will play it, slow play the ball back to Butterfield. Kicking it down to John Boy Mayava. He'll be taking it. He will not get past. I think that's Dom Stramandanoli. Great defense. Bulldogs here going to work it up. Long ball out to Thomas. Wallace fends one off. Gets to Dom Pongston. Wrapped up there. Second tackle. And Tatana Maxwell out of dummy half. Gets past Pongston. Is he going to go in? He is going to go all the way. And the Bulldogs are most likely going to be leading for the first time.
Yeah, that is just... I was talking about kicking the ball early, but just forget absolutely what I'm saying. Tatara Maxwell is a man who can create anything from nothing. Pongston was nowhere to be seen to cover. You know, Vaughan, Bocciagalippi, they were trying to come and cover late, but it just was not enough. Bulldogs fans have been very quiet to start the second half, but I think Sonny down there's finally witnessed a bit of life.
Yeah, he has to go to Sonny now, actually.
Yeah, boys, that was definitely an ooh moment from TTM. Just coast to coast with it, getting past Dom Pongston, and it's not an easy task to do that. So the Bulldogs now with newly found confidence, a breath of fresh life, 18-16 lead, their first of the game. And yeah, the momentum's starting to swing in their favour at the moment. So the Newcastle Knights on the back foot, they're going to have to fight back in these final 20 minutes.
Yeah, just great heads-up play from TTM. Saw that Pongston was a marker, so he actually went to dummy half. He ran himself. He said, no, I'm going to do everything here. And now the Bulldogs do take the lead, and they'll try and put this game to bed, hopefully. So now we'll get to see Damian Moana go straight through the middle. He breaks through one.
Run.
Almost getting past another. Second tackle. And TTM, he will be wrapped up. Not before he gets over the 40-metre line, though. Strong run. Where are they going to go now? Joseph Jackson. Out to Viva Lakawa. He'll have the ball. Fourth tackle. And it's going to go to Slugger. Slugger just met there by Dustin Richards. And fifth and last, so Damien Moana will have to kick it. He's going to kick it down to Miko Rashford. And Miko Rashford can't get past Johnny Columbus. Great work there from the Bulldogs centre.
Yeah, very well done there from the Bulldogs centre. Miko Rashford is a very dangerous ball runner when he's got momentum, and especially when he's up in top gear as well. Goku Simpson back on the field here. Interchanges occurring down on the sideline. Sonny Tyre. The Bulldogs were probably getting a bit rattled, but that try would have helped them out. But both sides know there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, that's right, Eddie. And they know what's on the line here. They know what's at stake. When we talk about the finals equation, we're down to the business end of the season. And the Knights, they really want to get a wriggle on here. They need to get back to form. There's not much time left for them to try and correct the course of their past form in the past 4 rounds that they've seen them lose 4 on the trot. So the Bulldogs, with a good chance to lead, they're at home, and they're trying to make a surge into the top 4 as well. Both teams are just playing with everything on the line here tonight.
Yeah, they are, and Bulldogs here going to be in strong field position. Mobs back onto the field for the Bulldogs. Takes the run, third tackle. Now it's going to go out to East Willis, who will take it over the 40-metre line. They're going to go down the short side here. No, they're not. Forward pass. Disappointing play there from the Bulldogs. And now the Knights, they get a little key back into this game, and Sadler's just going to go straight through just to even hurt the Bulldogs more already.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. The Bulldogs are just not able to put a set together. Watch out here. Pongston might be straight through. Now, very good tackle on him, but I like this move from the Bulldogs coaching staff, putting Ruben Mobbs back into the middle of the field. It's a position that he found very good form in, playing prop at the Raiders last season. Well, I should actually say a few seasons ago. But I really do like that. I wouldn't be surprised in the later rounds that he does get moved back to there. It just gets him more opportunity with the ball to have a much larger effect.
Yeah, and now the Knights. Dustin Richards, he's going to go close. He's not going to get there. You can have an opportunity. Butterfield putting up the bomb. Left-hand side. Oh, Tom Pogson. Will he go over? No, he's going to be put on his back. The Bulldogs, they'll get the ball 10 metres out here. A little bit worrying for them, though. So now Mobs works his way up. Bulldogs here just going to try and hold on to this lead. They are only up by 2 points, so it's going to have to be a very good job for them. Now it's going to go Oos Willis. Oh, he gets the offload to Wallace. Great offload from Oos Willis. And Wallace, he gets over the 30. Now the Bulldogs are going to be in some good field position. Third tackle. It's going to go to Slugger. A little bit congested down that short side. Fourth tackle now inside the red zone. And Hodgson, he'll be met. They read that like a book. Will be fifth and last. And it looks like it's going to go back for Joseph Jackson. Very, very shallow ball. And Columbus has to take it, but he'll be taken down on the 20-metre line.
Yeah, no, that's not the kick that you would have wanted there from Joseph Jackson. He's had quite a few amazing, classy touches so far here this evening, Joseph. That one was not one of his best. And a very unfortunate one considering the time of the game. Somebody needs to stand up here for the Bulldogs. They might be ahead by 2, but I just think the Knights, they've just been so consistent with how they've played this game so far. If the Bulldogs can't move up or can't find another gear, it's not going to be enough.
As Matty Vaughan goes straight through. Oh, he looked like almost getting past the Terry Maxwell. Not to be fourth tackle, though. Dustin Richards. Fifth and last now. Knights got to do something here. It's going to go out for Butterfield. He's going to drop the ball, though. Hodgson's going to pick it up. Hodgson gets past 1, but Thompson, he lines him up and gets him. 7 tackle set here for the Bulldogs. So it's going to go short to Kamene. And it'll be first tackle now, 35 metres out. Kobe Johnston fending one off. Kobe Johnston, very dangerous. He has come back on at that lock position. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. And Bulldogs working it inside Knights territory. Up to this right-hand side. Mobs has to take tackle. Fourth tackle. 10 minutes to go here. Knights got to get something. TTM. He'll be met front on. Fifth and last. Joseph Jackson has to put the kick down. He does so. Good effect. Now Miko Rashford. He's very dangerous. He steps past 1. Can't get past TTM though. And the Knights looking very dangerous here, Eddie.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about earlier. They've just got another gear in them at the moment. And they've just got players who can create something from nothing. Terry Maxwell, Moana. They've both had, very good instances here this evening so far where they've looked dangerous. But it's a team effort at the end of the day, and every single player for that Knights team, they know they're on the same page. They know what they are doing. They just need to get into the right area of the field to execute.
As now Dustin Richards, he's going to go straight through. He'll be driven back. Not going to be in the red zone though. Fifth and last now for the Knights. They're going to go back for Butterfield. Oh, that's very shallow. Oh, Vuva Lakawa gets it. He'll be wrapped up there, though, and the Bulldogs will get the ball here. TTM wants to go himself. He steps 1, gets the Ponson. He's been immense for this Bulldogs side today, TTM. He's scored a double, and really, he's put the team on his back, you'd have to say.
Yeah, no, he definitely has. Everyone else has been fading, but he's just been exceeding what the rest of the side is unable to achieve so far here this evening. 7 minutes to go. He could be the deal breaker, game breaker, but you've got to give him the opportunity to. You can't expect him to run 100 meters without having anything go their way. Somebody's just got to give Terry Maxwell a little bit of a sniff, and he'll catch it and he'll grow like wildfire.
Yeah, as Nofalangawi, he's going to step 1. Mobs there in defense. Knights, they don't have very many opportunities now, but Donati, he's converted to a winger. He has converted to a winger, and he's done a very good job. Second tackle here for the Knights. It's going to go short to Dustin Richards. He'll be taken down there, not before he gets a fair few meters. Butterfield was not the play there, I don't think. Fourth tackle. Knight. Got to get into field position. Oh, Goku Simpson. He might have just got them into some decent field position. 5 minutes
They
to
need
go
a good
here.
kick.
They need something. Butterfield,
no.
that is not something. Butterfield, that is way too shallow. Columbus picks it up. But he will be taken back. And now the Knights, they've just got to force something here. Force an error from this Bulldogs side, which is going to be very hard to do. But they definitely can do it, as Oos Willis, he'll be driven back. Third tackle now for the Bulldogs. Where are they going to go? Short side. They're going to go TTM. He's going to be wrapped up. So it's going to be fourth tackle. They are actually going to force a 40-20. It's going to be an early kick. Hell yeah. He puts in the kick. It's going to go out on the full,
no.
is it? Oh, it is.
Hell
He
yeah.
has put it out on the full. And
It should
Sonny.
be hell no instead of hell yeah. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
And Sonny, the Bulldogs fans have just gone down after that one.
Fellas, might have to call the riot squad in here. They are absolutely giving it to Daniel Hellier, who has had a shocker tonight, and unfortunately for him, he's given the Knights a prime opportunity here to try and steal this game late. It could be a dramatic finish into what's been a tightly contested game.
Thankfully, he doesn't have a Viking hat on and a big drum.
Dustin Richards taking the run. They're going to have some very good field position here. The Knights, holding on a bit long there. Lucky not to get a penalty. John Nanai. Oh, they're going to be 3 meters out. Here come the Knights. Goku Simpson, he'll be driven back though. Fifth and last.
Do they have a good kick in them?
Butterfield, he's got to kick it well. That's an all right kick.
Oh, no.
But my armor stands up above the rest. He'll take it, and now the Knights are barely going to have any opportunities. They've got to force something, and they've got to force something now. But Mobs goes straight through. Gets the offload to Kobe Johnston. The Knights, they're in Hail Mary territory now. They've got to get something. Second tackle. Oos Willis, but he's going to go straight through. The one time you don't want to be giving away a lot of line breaks, they are giving away a lot of line breaks. Third tackle. Hell yeah. Back for Kamene. Fourth tackle here for the Bulldogs. They're going to go down the short side forward pass. There's 40 seconds. They've got to go 60 meters.
Not enough time.
Goku Simpson. There's probably not enough time. The Knights. It's going to go to Dustin Richards. Offline. He gets hit off the ball. Vaughan's going to pick it up. They've got one more play. They've got to go 45 meters. Nanai back for Richards. He's not going to go 45 meters. That's going to be the game. And the Bulldogs hold on in a Monday night thriller, Eddie. Just an absolute cracker of a game.
The Knights had so many opportunities, Clay. Within the, 35-meter zone, I could count at least 3 or 4 times where the Knights had an opportunity to put up an attacking kick. They were pinpoint with their bombs in the first half, but it just fell away in that last 15 to 20 minutes. The halves were not standing up. The Bulldogs themselves, they didn't play a perfect game either, but it was just instinct training. That's what you do these preseason training camps for, to prepare yourselves for just an absolute underload of pressure that some sides and some games can present to you. Very well done to the Bulldogs coaching staff and fitness stuff, because that's what got them over the line here this evening.
Yeah, and having a look at these stats, Knights having more possession, more line breaks. However, more missed tackles, that could have been the key, but really, Knights probably could have capitalized and won this game very early on, so it's very disappointing. As we have a look at some of the individual stats, starting with the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, and up the top of the list, TTM, standing up as per usual. 273 meters, 7 line breaks, and 2 tries. Probably, and definitely the best player on the field, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, Tatera Maxwell had an amazing game. 7 line breaks, 20 tackles, 0 missed, 2 tries to his name here this evening. Running over 250 meters, clocked that. It's just an amazing effort there from the Bulldogs fullback. The try out of dummy half is something that nobody could conjure up, no matter what book or fairy tale you want to be a part of. You wouldn't have thought that. And then it just came down to Thomas Wallace. He had some amazing runs in second phase playoff offloads. Joseph Jackson's kicking game was absolutely superb. You would have thought that kick out in the full from Hell Yeah would have changed the Knights' fate here this evening, but unfortunately for him, not. Hell Yeah only making 5 tackles, and he did miss 0. So that's a very interesting one playing in the halves. You'd expect them to make a lot more than that.
Yeah, but they did do enough. We're now going to have a look at the Newcastle Knights stats, and we'll just see. And Dom Ponson up the top of the list, unsurprisingly, with the double. Dustin Richards having a good game, as per usual. And not many real standouts here for this Knights outfit, though.
No, not really. It was more of a team performance. Nobody was really better than the other. It was very even across the playing field. Everyone had their shot. Miko Rashford, Ponkston, and then your second rows and forwards. Nanai thinking that he was a winger for about 20 seconds. And Dustin Richards just constantly working down that right-hand edge there of the Bulldogs, trying to break it down, trying to just conjure something up for his side. But it was the halves that really gave it away here today, Clay. You know, 2 errors from Butterfield and 2 errors from Vaughan. That's just really what told the story in the back end of that second half.
Yeah, definitely. And that'll be us here from Belmore Sports Ground. I've been your host, in the box, Eddie Oliver, down on the sideline Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow for more SRL action.